Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, today is January 5th, and I'm doing all right with this gig, huh? 5 days in, I'm keeping up, not too shabby, eh? All right. I was thinking about yesterday's video. Yesterday we spoke about taking pride in our possessions. I was thinking, well, okay, let's zoom in the scope a little bit. What is your greatest possession? What do you think it is? Did you think of a thing that's in your room? A material thing? Wrong. It's you. You are your greatest possession for lots of reasons, but mainly for the specific fact that you are the only person in the entire world that will go out of their way for you whenever you need them to. On call, 24/7, 365, anytime, anywhere. Well, wherever you are, you're going to be there for you. So do yourself a favor. Take care of yourself. Now, the general arc of this channel is mental health. And we're trying to find channels in which we can improve the general well being of our mental health. So, physical health is going to be one of those channels. And I would say that's fairly obvious, depending on, whatever, I guess. So, how do we improve our physical health, which will in turn improve our mental health? It's pretty obvious. Diet and exercise. I know it's obvious because we've all heard it for decades and decades because we've known it to be true. Diet and exercise. Now, I'm going to split this in half because, I think people freak out when they hear exercise and they go, don't tell me I have to go running or like start pumping iron at the gym. No, it's literally just go out for a walk, bro. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. Just leave the house. It's like just 2 mile walk takes you 45 minutes. Just listen to an album or something. Like it, it's not that long. Um, but we'll talk about that tomorrow because obviously it can be more complicated, right? And how it affects your body. Diet. Now, it doesn't have to be very complicated. It can be, but I think everybody tries to make it way too simple. And that completely throws people off everywhere. You've got all these stupid diet trends and fads, paleo, keto. Stop. Pump the brakes, okay? If you want to have a general rule for how you should eat, I'll tell it to you right now. All right? Eat your colors. You may or may not have heard that before. I'm not sure. It's super simple. Eat your colors. Now, just because two things are green doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting the same things from them, right? You're going to have a different makeup in a cucumber than kale, right? But generally speaking, right, dark leafy greens will usually have very similar makeups, give or take, um, than like bananas and oranges, right? Um, or, well, actually, to make a better comparison, a banana and a lemon, right? A lemon and an orange are going to be more similar than a banana and a lemon. But Just eat your colors, man. Just go through the supermarket. Just pick up a bunch of different colors. Blueberries, raspberries. You can get some bananas, oranges. You can pick up some cucumbers, some bell peppers, which come in all kinds of colors. Um, just go nuts. Just go nuts. Oh, well, I don't know how to eat these. I don't know how to prepare these. Dude, it's not that complicated. It's not that hard. You've heard of celery with peanut butter? Yeah, celery with peanut butter. Just slap some peanut butter on it. A tomato. A tomato. Cut it in half. Sprinkle some salt on it. It's not that hard. Just take a bite out of it. You've seen the guy on TikTok that like America lost their mind when they saw some guy. I think he was probably Middle Eastern or from a Balkan state or something, um, or some Russian satellite state or something. He's just eating bread and cheese and chomping on vegetables, and Americans lost their minds. They're like, everybody loses their minds. What are you doing? It doesn't come in a wrapper. Like, Americans are so clueless, dude. I swear. The rest of the world was like, yeah, that's how you eat food. And we're just like, oh my God. Like, what? You just like, whoa. Dude, it's not that complicated, man. It really is not at all. Man, we have lost the plot when it comes to eating food. It is a mess here. Whew, man. Anyway, um, yeah, you tend to see. Speaking of trends, you tend to see. I think the most consistent thing that you see in current diet culture is splitting your plate into thirds, like carbs, proteins, fats. But even that, it's so simplistic. I mean, obviously not all proteins are the same. Like eating an A5 Wagyu steak is not the same as eating uh, a piece of chicken breast. We're talking about 50% fat versus like 0.5% fat per however much or whatever. And then, wait, what do I mean per? It's a percentage. It's already a ratio. Oh my God. I'm losing my mind thinking about this. Um, it's enough to make anybody go insane. Carbohydrates are not all the same, obviously. I would rather you eat 300 calories worth of oranges versus 300 calories of bread or pasta, generally speaking. You're going to get way more out of 300 calories of oranges versus 300 calories of bread. You're going to get vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber, uh, which is a prebiotic, which is great for your gut biome. Hopefully you're getting probiotics. Hopefully you got your 4Ks. You got kimchi, kombucha, kefir, and or kefir. I don't say that word often enough to remember how to say it. Kefir or kefir, and sauerkraut. That one's a little cheatsy, but 4Ks. I know a friend of mine will be very proud of me for that one, but those are your probiotics. Yogurt, cottage cheese, all high in probiotics, great for your gut biome. Doesn't mean much at all if you're eating yogurt and all this stuff, kimchi. Oh man, I'm sure my gut biome is in great health. And then going out and drinking alcohol, and your entire gut biome just died. You completely annihilated it. It's gone. It has to rebuild itself from zero, from scratch. Like, it's just a misplaced effort at that point. Um, Bodybuilders that literally just eat chicken and rice, right? Where's your greens, bro? You're not getting your magnesium. You know how much of those amino acids that you're taking in from all those eggs you eat, you're not actually able to use because you're deficient in magnesium, which is one of the main players in being able to convert amino acids into protein. Omega fatty acids, not just three omega fatty acids, which also play a huge role in protein synthesis in the body. Um, I mean, there's a million things. Magnesium itself is insane. Like, it does so much for the body. It's crazy. And most people are deficient in magnesium. If well, not most, but I think it's like 50% or something. Because nobody eats their damn vegetables anymore. Food is very complicated, but I can tell you right now, you can make it very simple. Eat your colors. It's not that complicated. If you're gonna for carbohydrates and stuff, yeah, it's fine. Just eat some bread, eat some pasta. It's not that big of a deal. Don't torture yourself over it. But look at I think the biggest thing for that is like for pasta, for example, if you've ever been to Italy or, you have access to YouTube or something, right? Well, obviously, you're on it right now. Jesus Christ. Um, look up some like video of an Italian restaurant in Italy. Oh, wow, that's so little pasta. What? I eat like 3 times that at Olive Garden. Yeah, because you're an American and we're like fat pigs here. It's disgusting. Dude, that's a serving size for a reason. Because if you eat that much, you feel like crap after. Because you just ate 1,800 calories worth of sugars. Yeah, of course you feel terrible. Duh. I feel like that's the thing. Like, people go to Italy and they're like, yeah, I lost weight and all I ate was bread and pasta and carbs. It's like, first of all, you probably walked everywhere because they have like a modern society where they actually like have small businesses that are in walking distance instead of everyone going to one Walmart in the entire town for everything. And then two, they gave you reasonable serving sizes. Duh, because they've been eating pasta forever. And they understand that eating that much, what's the point in eating the pasta if you're going to feel awful after? It's about enjoying it. Duh. Americans are gross. I en masse. Oh man. Eat your colors. All right. As for like carbs and stuff, take it in moderation. But fiber is really important. Look into that. It's not that hard. It'll take you 5 minutes. Just look into like fibers, look into omega fatty acids. Eat a rounded diet because there's a lot more it's a lot more complicated than just fats, proteins and carbs, but it doesn't have to be that much more complicated. All right. Just eat your colors. That's my advice for you and for me. I just went shopping today, and that's how it looked. I got cottage cheese, carrots, bok choy, some cabbage. I went nuts. I just grabbed all the colors. That's the best way to do it. All right. Well, tomorrow we're going to talk about exercise. Because there's a book. I'll have to read it again, maybe, because it's, I haven't read it in a while. But anyway, before I start rambling again, it's really easy to do that. All right. I'll talk to you later.